right, so here's what we have going on today. We are working on creating some more space in the house for 3D printers because, as you'll see over here, Asher's 3D printers have kind of, hold on, it's freaking out. Okay. Asher's 3D printers have kind of taken over this room. There's, let's see, one there, we got a Snap Maker, Cobra Max, there's another Cobra Max down there, resin printer, and we're just out of room. So what we've done is we've prepped the other storage area we've got, and we've gotten rid of a bunch of stuff we didn't need, and then taken the stuff we barely ever use over to the storage unit. And so we've got all this space along here, all right, that we can use for more functional area now. So that should be great. So the plan is, this is not tall enough. So the plan is to delete a bunch of this material along the top here and create a really great long functional workspace. And then ventilation was a real concern in here until we remembered that we've got, let's see if we can get this to look up here for you, 2 3-inch PVC pipes that go straight out the side of the house that have been decommissioned. So our goal is to tap into those and blow the dirty air out and hopefully turn this into a good workspace. So we'll see. Hi there. The time lapse earlier today died. Phone ran out of battery, but we've made some really good progress back here. I want to show you. We got all of the wood deleted out of this space where we want to put the printers. Filled in all the holes with plaster, sanded it down, and now we're ready to just put some. Got some better lights in here as well. And now we're ready to I'm just gonna do a primer, you know, like hit some of this stuff with primer so it looks a little nicer, tie all this in together. And then the boards that we put down that the printer is gonna be on, I have outside and we're doing a varnish on. So hopefully that'll look nice. But yeah, we made pretty good progress today. This stuff all kind of came out pretty easily. We were able to kind of cut it down in places. So we got a lot more height here now too. Another thing we were able to do is the PVC pipe that's decommissioned. We were able to slice that in 2 places up here, so we've got a big opening, and we're gonna route that ductwork down because that goes the whole way out to the other end of the house, and then we'll use that as our exhaust to ventilate the space. So all in all, really good progress. We're gonna keep pushing at it. It's the next day on 3D printer farm installation project, and we've made some pretty good progress today. So finished the primer layer last night, and we've been working on getting the ducting in. So we've got our 4-inch fan, and then coming up to the 3-inch PVC pipe that runs out to the side of the house. Went outside and tested that. I'll show that later, but we were able to get access to the hole and ordered some vent covers that should be here soon. And then we're just gonna split it right here. One side will go down to the one printer, one side will go down to the other. Got it all up there, you know, fairly secure and working well now. And then we've got our birch boards all lacquered up and varnished, so they're ready. Just a little bit of protection. I think, you know, between the primer coat and the patchwork and the boards, looking pretty nice. Looking pretty good in here. So we're feeling pretty good about the progress. We've got our power run down, so the power is central, all ready to go for printer 1, printer 2. So next step is we got to get the printers in here and kind of a test fit. And then we've got these little hoods for ventilation. Probably just kind of tape them to the top of the printer gantry for now, and then 3D print some clips so they'll terminate in real nice and just, you know, ventilate everything, you know, the gases from the printer straight out the top, and should be nice and safe. So yeah, doing good. All right, so we finished up the new printer server farm, print farm installation in the storage closet here a few days ago. So I just wanted to give you a tour of kind of where we ended up. So let's come in here and light on. So this whole space, I really should have done like a before, but we were just using this for storage basically, and it was all filled up. So the walking path wasn't clear. We had a bunch of stuff that's stored in here for many years, stuff that we kind of never use, stuff that we don't even want anymore. So cleared all the stuff out, just kind of repurposing this space now. Got rid of the stuff we didn't need anymore, you know, took the long-term storage over, you know, to a different location, and kind of cleaned it up so this is way more functional now. We've got all of our kind of traditional printers and scanners and things up there, and then as you saw, kind of deleted this upper shelf to make room for our large Anycubic Cobra Maxes, which take up a lot of vertical room. So yeah, I think it came out pretty nice. You know, some things in here, you know, still to finish up on, but for the most part, you know, we were able to reuse the 3-inch PVC pipe that was originally in exhausting from the furnace. So kind of repurposed that. Got an inline blower here that moves about 200 CFM. And then that just comes to hoods above each printer, so kind of just ambient exhaust to get the any VOCs or whatever out of the room. Seems to be working pretty well. We did notice, you know, kind of one thing, this PVC pipe that we're using, and I don't know if you can see it, but it runs kind of the length of the house, you know, probably 40 feet or something, and it's right up against our aircon vent, so it's right up against kind of a cold side. And when we weren't running the exhaust fan, because we didn't want to run it all the time, during the summer, you know, when it gets up like 85 degrees outside, it was actually creating a lot of condensation. Yes, the warm air would kind of come flush up the pipe from the outside, right by that cold zone, and we were getting, you know, some moisture dripping out there. So I think we pretty much solved that just by leaving the exhaust on when it's hot outside. But we're keeping an eye on that just to kind of see how it goes. Some other things, you know, this is just I think it's 3/4 inch birch plywood that we cut down to size to make the printer's cantilever out, so they have enough room to actually do what they do. Bed slings all the way back, bed slings all the way out. Hit those, you know, with some varnish, you know, to kind of clean them up, make them waterproof, look a little nicer, that kind of thing. We did notice, and I can actually kind of show you here, it's not doing it a whole lot right now, but, you know, because this hangs out over the edge, you know, it's kind of unsupported out here, it does have the tendency to like have some shake to it. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but, you know, even when it's printing, I can give it a good amount of shake, which, you know, we haven't seen an impact on print quality yet, but just didn't like the shake that we were seeing in it. And so, you know, what we're printing here is another bracket just to go underneath. We've already installed them over here, so you can kind of see, you know, how that goes. These are just real beefy, thick FDM brackets, you know, kind of bolted back here to the 2x4 and then up into the birch wood. And now you can see on this one, there's, you know, essentially no ability to shake it, and so it's a lot more sturdy now. So hopefully that will solve the problem. And then for filament management, we're going to kind of 3 kilograms spools probably for the most part. This one we might just keep to like kind of change out to anything that we want. But we've got a 3 kilogram spool back here. These I just worked up real quick in Shaper 3D. They're just real thick posts basically that anchor directly into the studs. So, you know, that's solid. hook the Bowden tube out here so that it doesn't have a chance to sort of unintentionally unwrap during a print, which would be a disaster. Let's see, what else? Got our Octoprint, you know, Octoprint devices down here. They run up to cameras so we can kind of keep an eye on everything from behind. You may put some LED kind of colored light in here just to kind of make it more fun or whatever, but all in all, I'm really happy with it. You know, got these printers, they were kind of tucked away in random places before, didn't have good accessibility to them, and now you can get all around them, you can work, the filament management's really easy. The space wasn't being used for anything anymore or before, and now it's got a purpose in life. And it's tucked away and ventilated, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. You know, so now the next question is just where we end up on the other room. The kind of our original fabrication room, if you will, back here has been, you know, cleaned up a little bit. So we've got our resin printers, ventilation. Now we got an open spot here, so let me know if you have some thoughts on the best thing to add. But we've got our resin Anycubic, our Anycubic Cobra Maxes over there, and a snap maker here. So that's kind of the current setup, and all ventilated. You know, there's a carbon filter for the snap maker, and that goes outside, so that's nice. But yeah, this room's a little bit more functional, got a little bit more space, might have room to do something else in, so we'll think about that. It also serves as kind of a mini utility room, so you've got the heated driveway controls come down here. This is an inverter for some of the solar panels. Solarc also kind of runs all the smart, you know, power management for the house. Like the power goes down, this is what does the transfer over to home grid battery. So if any of that stuff's interesting, maybe I can make a video on that stuff too. But all in all, great little project. You know, over the course of basically 2 days, you know, not full days, but we just banged it out. So yeah, good stuff. See ya.